Everyone, welcome to the Dark Helmet Racing League Season 8, Round 8. We're at Adelaide, which is very hard to be consistent at, and tonight we had quite a lot of car contact, some of it self-inflicted, other ones, multiple people involved. So let's get through here. This will be this one right here. I had already got across the finish line. I was trying to push another car across the finish line and ran out of gas. So yes, keep that in mind though. All right. This one's a little awkward, so we're going to have to see if I can go a different vantage point. Here we go. So here we have overlap into the braking in at turn in and at apex. Mustang is on a very tight line, so their trajectory compared to this normal line is off. This is also lap one kind of stack up stuff happening. So if we look at the gap between the Porsche and the Mercedes or the Mustang ahead, it does open up quite considerably there. So this Mustang is really staying with the other Mustang and the cars around them. So this one is on the 20 more than it is on the 616. 20, and I would have done exactly the same thing. More than likely, just kind of arc it in and feel like you've left enough room, but in the end, enough room hasn't been given. And the pace differential is what caused this. So if the Porsche would have been able to roll the speed similar to all the other cars around here, he would have fallen into the gap between the two Mustangs. Instead, this Mustang, if he brakes harder to avoid it, gets hit by the Corvette behind. So on this, you can see Porsche probably should have left a bit more room. The Mustang was all the way to the inside on the curb, and that's why the contact had happened. And some iRacing glue happening there. So I'm going to leave this one as a racing incident. It is lap one. Some leagues go harder on lap one with the penalties for avoidable contact, and don't always agree with that method because in this, like, the contact's initiated by the Porsche more than it's initiated by the Mustang. So what am I going to penalize the Porsche here for all of this? I don't think so. I think it's a racing incident. But everyone else got involved in that as well. One thing here is careful of moving under braking. Like, there is a car to your inside, and you're going to come across. And, like, not too sure why to do that. And you can roll the speed on the outside, and it actually would have saved you. You would have rolled around the outside here and not been in the incident, but by changing lanes in the middle of the braking zone, it was what put you in there. It's part of the same racing incident. And now ouch. That unfortunate for the Porsche here, but nowhere to go. Racing incident for both of those. Felt like I was going to do that all night and didn't. Yeah, good decision there. Car is pretty, as Canadians like to say, dickered. Action. Same exact incident again. Won't be the last time we see that. This is clumsy, but I think Todd ahead has got damage from his previous wall slap. Todd had run wide at the end of the straight here. So I'm good with everything here. Like the first contact here, it's just racing. The second contact into the braking, again, it's just racing. Especially in bronze, like I gotta go with the level that we're talking about here. But here, like the contact into the corner, it results in this car running wide, and you just keep it throttled up and drive into him again. You lose your front bumper as a result. Just a little bit better decision making is all. I'm not going to penalize it, but just realize if you bump somebody into the corner and they're running wide into a wall, you might have to lift so you don't run into them on exit. Told you would see it again. It's me this time. Feel like that was about to go for a picnic. All right, so that's our sprint. So there's nothing of anything to note in the sprint there. But let's get into the feature in a second here. And I just want to check one thing because I did hear some chatter on the radio as the end of the race was happening here. Looking at long duration blue flags and for what car. So here we had the leader coming through and quite a long duration one. So let's go look at that one. Right after each other, all in the same car. Over a minute with the same car behind. We'll just make sure there's nothing here. I could implement that if you have over 30 seconds, we get a warning like I had in previous seasons, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think, as the majority of the time, it's not. What are you? Okay, so you had a blue flag for the leader. The leader gets passed. You then try to pass the leader back, which there's nothing forcing you, but this is poor sportsmanship. Like, you're not in his battle. Why are you battling him? And then you have contact with him because you missed your. You went too deep. Yeah, the Corvette was really hard to stay out of ABS into this corner, and this corner being super tight. This really shouldn't happen. And in our rules, do I have anything about blue flags anymore? No. I don't have anything about adhering to the blue flag because we don't say it's mandatory to do anything, but this is just poor sportsmanship, which we could cover under steward's discretion. I'm not a fan of this at all. So it's getting a 0x added to it. So I have to go all the way down to the end to get. Turn it on. And this driver's getting steward's discretion. Driver the 7. I'm going to go 2.5. It's avoidable contact. It didn't have a penalty associated with it, but I'm going to give it. So that was the only penalty of the sprint. And then Car continues with a blue flag. Still getting blue flag. Now lets him go. And then lets second place go. Like, that's just. And then battles with second place. Make better decisions. All right. So that's the sprint. I'm not going to go through any more of this. Let's get into the feature. Not sure I would have done the go straight part. Probably didn't know if anybody was up the inside, but that's a slowdown straight away, which sucks to get. No action there. All right. So same driver, we just had an issue with getting lapped. This is lap 1 of the feature. Now, does the Mustang in front keep up with the car in front of him? And the car in front of him keep up with that car? Yes. So this car is going too deep. Is missing apex. Makes contact with the other car. Now they both, at this point, are still crashing. So this is that part is on the yellow Corvette. This is frustration getting the better of both of them. So the 616 here should be on the brakes. Finally gets on the brakes. So the contact is going to go. What's going on now? Anything further happen in the next big braking zone? No. Watch one more braking zone. And nothing. All right. So for the contact right here, that's going to be 2.5 to the number 7 for avoidable contact. For that one, and then this one to be consistent with previous races. I'm going to give a penalty for this for failing to hold the brakes. This one's going to be avoidable contact minor. Okay. Action there. Action there. There. And it continues. Let's watch the first one. Was it a lunge? Probably. Is the Mustang getting stopped? Not sure. Is the Corvette turning in hella early just to have the contact? Yes. Did the Corvette leave room? No. Did the Mustang get alongside enough to be given room? Yes. Was the Mustang getting stopped for the corner? Sure looks like it. So this one's on the 7 again. But that's our first 5. So one night you managed to get a total basically that'll kick you for penalties. I don't get it. The Mustang did nothing wrong. He got up the air inside. Was it a aggressive pass? Yes. But did he get it slowed down? Yes. Did you just turn him and drive into him? Yeah. Do we allow that in the league? No. Let's watch this forward, see if there's any more. No, because Ryan now goes and exits the car because he's frustrated. As would I be too. Ow! That's a big one. Good getting out of the way there. You were in a very dangerous spot, so thank you. Anybody else think they should extend this tire wall just a little bit? Considering all of us have hit the Repco sign with varying degrees of success. Just wondering why you pitted so early. Action. All right, so here we have a car being lapped. All right, so I can see what happened here. This is just body language going wrong. So what this Porsche, the second Porsche, is expecting is for the green Porsche to go to the left. The Porsche is already kind of pulled out to the left, so the Porsche being lapped kind of realizes that and tries to stay to the right, which then the Porsche behind misread and then tried to get out of. And these two had contact as a result of that. This is two big hits, but this is just racing incident between all of them. Just a mistimed read. It's not a big deal. And then probably has damage as a result. Towed. That was like 2 laps after my pit stop, so that caused another pit stop. This is why they said that was a cluster on the. No action here. That was a cluster. I agree with you guys. Good decision. All right, so we're done. So we had some silliness tonight. Let's hope for the last race of the championship we don't have that happening. We're at Miami next week. If you are not signed up for the 3 hours of Sebring, which will be on March 15th in this time slot, spots are filling up quick, so the link is in our Discord in the special events section. So if you still want to sign up for that, please do. Lots of good talent are coming out, and lots of spread in skill range as well. So it should be a good race for many different aspects. We will have full course cautions in that race, and a 65% fuel limit for the 3 hours. So if you do feel like coming out, please register. Spots are filling up quick. Once I get up to 40, I am capping it at 40.